To have you with us tonight. We have the final 2 hours of Andrew Lessman's very special day, where we've been featuring one of his most loved, most popular products at the best buy of the year. And so tonight we're going to get you all the information, all the details about it. But if you haven't placed your orders yet, this is the perfect time to do it. We're offering the Ultimate Eye Support, the actual finest eye product available on the market today. So Ultimate Eye Support is the today's special, or there's a bundle where you get the Ultimate Eye Support with astaxanthin, which is another remarkable product and ingredient. I ordered mine. I hadn't been taking astaxanthin actually, so I'm excited that I'm going to be trying this for the first time. But you can order either way, singles of the Ultimate Eye Support, or you can get the bundle.
And we also have astaxanthin available on its own.
Exactly.
All 4 sizes of astaxanthin you could get as well at today's special pricing. But astaxanthin, all that is, it's a carotenoid like lutein and zeaxanthin, which are the key ingredients in the Ultimate Eye formula. So astaxanthin, and the reason why astaxanthin isn't part of the Ultimate Eye formula, astaxanthin is Ultimate Eye, lutein, and zeaxanthin, already 2 of the most expensive ingredients of any of the hundreds of ingredients that we use. By far, lutein and zeaxanthin. Astaxanthin is even worse. So lutein and zeaxanthin is really the perfect foundational eye health formula. Astaxanthin would add dramatically to its expense, and it would prove an obstacle to many people who wanted to get all of the basic foundational benefits that Ultimate Eye provides. Because Ultimate Eye, lutein and zeaxanthin are the macular pigments. They are the optical pigments. They're structurally and functionally a critical part of our eye. So Ultimate Eye was selected to deliver the ingredients and the benefits the most affordable way possible, despite the fact it contains some of the most expensive ingredients. Astaxanthin, if you could afford it, is the perfect bonus ingredient to enhance the benefits of Ultimate Eye.
I want to show you what the choices are real quickly here. By the way, I did not realize how limited this is. I'm assuming you probably would have been sold out already on many of these sizes.
This afternoon, we would have been sold out of the 360 and the 720.
Wow.
Both all gone. But what we do when we do something like this, we obviously manufacture tens of millions of capsules. We hold back certain capsules because we can't calculate exactly what the orders will be.
What size is going to sell out first,
we're pretty close usually, within a few percent. So we still, I think we had a few million capsules left over. We've already gone through about something 1.5 million capsules. So we're going to be fine. We'll be running out this evening, but we should be fine for this show.
There we go. So let me show you what the choices are real quickly here, and then you decide. I hope you will try this product. If you have a minute to read reviews on hsn.com, you will see why people are so just in love with it. This is a product that is life-changing. You can order a single of the Ultimate Eye Support. You can order a 40, a 120, a 360, or a 720. I'm being told we're down into the hundreds on the 360. So, and as Andrew pointed out, both of these would have been sold out this afternoon if they were not able to make some extra bottles for anybody who's not placed those orders yet. So you can order just the singles, or you can do a bundle. And what that means, you get 360 of the Ultimate Eye Support and 180 capsules of the astaxanthin. Or if you want the largest one, and this is what a lot of us are stocking up on today, because this is not a size Andrew normally carries. We do not carry this in stock. So after today, this is it. It's your final. After today, that 720 goes away. This is the largest size we normally offer. So you get a 720 and you get a 360 of the astaxanthin for $239.90. You're saving over $200. Most people today have decided on either the largest bundle or the largest size, because then you have a year's supply. If you take 2 a day, I take 2 of these a day. A lot of people do. You can do 1 a day if you'd like to, but a lot of us take 2 a day to get the ultimate in terms of results. So that's the bottom line. You decide which size you want. If you want those bundles, they're all on free shipping and handling. They're available on FlexPay, so you can do your first Flex payment, get them home, and see for yourself. You literally see a difference when you use this product. Last night, Andrew was sharing customer feedback, and people were talking about the fact that eye doctors all over this country are noticing improvement in people's eyes when they go back for their yearly checkups. It is the most exciting and remarkable thing. We talk about night vision. People are noticing, oh my gosh, I couldn't drive at night anymore, and now I can drive at night again. I mean, those are just a couple of the different types of things that we see consistently people talking about when they take this product. What I was excited about, what you were talking about last night when I was working with you, is we were, obviously you think of the eye health, but you were talking about the brain health that also is a huge benefit of taking this product, which a lot of us weren't even aware of when we started taking this, that there's all kinds of great brain benefits as well.
Probably most everyone taking this product isn't aware of the brain research. That's relatively recent research, and I'll read some quotes from that research. There are some basic charts on the science, quotes from the science that I only read some of them, and I think they're important to read because it's important to know that lutein and zeaxanthin, their benefits aren't sort of soft, fluffy science that we sort of think that when you get them in your diet or you supplement them, you might have a possibility of it having something to do with your eyes. It's not something like that. It's just as much as calcium is indispensable and inextricably linked to the function, the structure, the health, the strength of our bones. Lutein and zeaxanthin are a vital part of the visual system of our eye, a vital part of the protection of the visual system, both. They are both necessary for vision, necessary for filtering light, and also protecting the eye from high energy radiation like blue light, UV radiation. So I'm just going to read some of the charts here. And what I do is we try to just pull quotes. We have thousands of journal articles to choose from, so we just pull quotes that seem to be representative of the science that's out there. And this is from a journal called the Journal of Food Science. It seems clear that macular pigment, lutein and zeaxanthin, exactly what are the key ingredients in this product, does influence visual performance through at least a few optical mechanisms. The most robust effect appears to be related to its actions as an optical filter. It's almost like having internal sunglasses. Progress in retinal and eye research. Macular lutein and zeaxanthin, for example, improve visual performance. They reduce glare disability and discomfort, something we all experience even when we're young, but significantly as we get older. Speed photostress recovery, how quickly you recover from bright light, intense light, and enhance chromatic contrast. I mean, the human eye has the ability, it's pretty amazing. I think it sees a million different colors, or we can sense like a single photon of light, of radiation. The human eye is remarkable, and chromatic contrast is a critical part of the richness of our vision. Through purely optical means, meaning it's an optical filter, by absorbing short-wave light anterior to the foveal cones, and the cones are positioned in our retina. Journal of Food Science, again, results show that retinal lutein and zeaxanthin reduce glare disability and discomfort, reduce photostress recovery times, and enhance contrast are significant. Macular pigment improves glare performance through absorption of forward scattered shortwave blue light. Basically, that discusses quality vision. So what lutein and zeaxanthin are responsible for is basically the eye working effectively as an organ that basically, when you think about it, what it does, it takes in radiation, it takes in light radiation. The lens then takes that light, focuses it on the back of our eye, the retina, the macular region of the eye, and then the photoreceptors there turn that radiation into a neural impulse, and that impulse is sent to the brain, and that brain translates it into an image of the world around us. So it's a pretty remarkable thing. The most remarkable part of all is that we're focusing radiation for our entire lives on a tiny spot in the back of our eye, that retina. And that small area that we're focusing radiation is damaging. Radiation causes oxidation and other types of damage. So it's no wonder that our body concentrates protective compounds that not only are protective but also act as optical filters in the back of our eye. And what are those compounds that our body concentrates at the highest levels in the back of our eye? It's lutein and zeaxanthin, the key ingredients in this product. So even if you didn't understand the benefits of lutein and zeaxanthin, you sort of like if you didn't understand how calcium really makes bones stronger, but there just was a remarkably higher concentration of calcium in bone versus other tissues. If you simply concluded the same thing with your eye, you didn't understand how it worked, but you just saw that lutein and zeaxanthin in the eye was thousands of times higher than in, say, your skin, where it also protects your skin from radiation as well, another benefit, that you would conclude, gosh, the body does things purposefully. There must be some reason for that, and now we know exactly what the reason is, and it's not only for our visual system to work, but for it to continue to work and protect itself from the inherent damage that comes from a visual system working.
And then, of course, the older we get, the more taxing it is for our eyes. And it's interesting as you hear Andrew talk about this and how we sort of take it for granted. You know, I mean, the gift of vision, the blessing of having good eyesight is something that a lot of us don't think about every day. But then you think about what we put our eyes through and the eye strain, especially in this day and age. Our eyes take much more of a beating than they did many, many years ago when people weren't staring at screens all day. If it's not a telephone screen or a tablet screen or it's a computer screen, it's a television screen. And that is not good for our eyes. I mean, it is definitely taxing. It causes fatigue for our eyes. And it's one more reason that every one of us, those of us who take this, we love this product because we know we're doing the best we can to take good care of our eyes. One thing I should point out to you, and this is your last show, we do this one time a year. These ingredients, when we talk about lutein and zeaxanthin, these are the two most expensive ingredients that Andrew uses in any of his products. And I point that out.
Astaxanthin.
And astaxanthin. So these three ingredients are Andrew's most expensive ingredients. So I point that out to you because this is the day, if you're going to buy these ingredients, and you definitely want to be buying Andrew's products because it is the best on the market, this is the day to buy it. You're literally saving hundreds of dollars. If you're ordering the largest bundle, is a couple $100s off. And then again, we only do it once a year. But that's why I think we all wait for this day. We stock up because they are more expensive ingredients, but they're worth it because they work. They really work. The science is there, the research is there, and Andrew is so dedicated to the study and the research. And that's why when he develops a product, he's giving us the amount so that we're going to see the benefits. And that is the key here, because there's other eye products out there. There's nothing as comprehensive as Andrew Lessman's product. And that's why if you call us right now and you make your first flex payment and get this home, I know you're gonna be like everybody else. You discover this product, you do not want to be without it. I noticed the difference. People talk about their eyes feel differently. My eyes were always dry. They were always bloodshot. They were itchy. And I always had eye drops out here in my little makeup bag that I keep down below. I was always putting drops in my eyes because my eyes were getting bloodshot. I don't deal with that anymore. That is long gone. That's ancient history for me. My eyes literally feel better. So I think that's one more benefit of taking these products. So you decide, I'm gonna show you the choices one more time. You can order just Ultimate Eye Support, or you can order the Ultimate Eye with the astaxanthin. One thing I'd like to point out, for the Ultimate Eye, and again, these sizes are getting very, very limited, but the 360, and this is what we normally offer as the largest size, sells for $159. That's our everyday price. For the today's special today, you're saving $60.
And that's at one capsule a day. That's a year's supply.
Sure.
And you either take 1 or 2 capsules daily. I take 2. If I have a lot of vegetables that day, green leafy vegetables, I take 1.
Yeah.
So that's 720. But in the 360 and 720, if we weren't the manufacturer, it would have been gone.
Right.
So we're
Absolutely.
going to be making additional bottles of this week.
So look at what we're doing here today. So for $159 normally for the 360, you're getting $720. You're getting double that for the same price. Or if we come down here, if you do the bundle, the 360, you're getting it for $10 less. At midnight, that's the price for the 360. In just a few short hours, 3 short hours, the price is here. And you're getting it for $10 less, and you're getting a free 180 count of the astaxanthin included with that $90 savings. So that's why so many people are jumping in, stocking up. This has been selling. We knew it would be popular. It is every year, but that's why we had already sold out of a couple of the choices, and that doesn't surprise me because, again, we all wait, and then new people discover you. Every time you hear new people discover this remarkable company, this amazing person who is dedicated to our good health. Everything that is here that we get to learn about and experience is done with the highest standards. There is no other eye product on the market that even compares to this. Right? I mean, that's what's exciting, is that there's nothing else that we can buy, that we can do to do something really healthful for our eyes every single day.
And then when you look at the history of the origins of this product, and originally with lutein and zeaxanthin both, originally we added lutein to this product probably almost 20 years ago. We added zeaxanthin to the product probably about 10 or 12 years ago. I wanted to add lutein to the product beforehand, but unfortunately there was not a pure source of lutein available. The same went for zeaxanthin. We had trace amounts of zeaxanthin with our lutein when we initially added that. So we've been tracking the science. I've been tracking the science on these ingredients for decades. And it took a while for the availability of the materials to keep up with the science. Because if you look at what's called the epidemiologic science, it was clear that people who ate a diet rich in green leafy vegetables, also omega-3 from fish, but folks who ate a diet rich in green leafy vegetables, which is the best source of lutein and zeaxanthin, it was clear that those people had healthier eyes. So it was something that I wanted to incorporate into my products, but there wasn't yet an availability of the pure, natural lutein and zeaxanthin that we wanted to incorporate. So these ingredients are relatively recent. In fact, I think it was only in the 1980s that lutein and zeaxanthin were actually defined as the optical pigment, the macular pigment in our eyes. So that's all relatively recent. What is that, within 30 years? So this is a product that, if you looked at typical eye supplements, even as recently as just 5 or 10 years ago, most of them didn't contain lutein and zeaxanthin. It's something relatively recent. Many now contain lutein, not necessarily the best form of lutein, and only a handful contain zeaxanthin. Zeaxanthin, as we've said, lutein and zeaxanthin, both very expensive. I was just going to read a few more charts here that these I hadn't gone through, and these discuss the basic properties, most importantly for lutein and zeaxanthin. Also, be aware that with this product, you're also getting anthocyanins for night vision. Anthocyanins are the polyphenol present in things like blueberries, bilberry, purple. They're also present in things like red cauliflower. They're in purple fruits and vegetables. I think there's probably anthocyanins in beets. That's something I'm not actually certain about.
Interesting.
But I know it's in red cabbage.
Okay.
But here, applied ergonomics, in particular, long-term computer display light exposure may lead to visual function changes, actual problems. That's something we all experience. Visual function in healthy subjects who received the lutein supplement improved, especially in contrast sensitivity, suggesting that a higher intake of lutein may have beneficial effects on the visual performance. And this is from Applied Ergonomics. Overall, our results suggest that a combination of lutein, zeaxanthin, and blackcurrant, a source of anthocyanins I was just talking about, can aid recovery from visual fatigue. And many of us now, using our smartphones, whether it's still using computers or laptops, we just suffer from visual fatigue constantly.
Absolutely.
American Journal of Clinical Nutrition. Recent data suggests that the macular pigment, carotenoids, lutein and zeaxanthin, reduce glare discomfort and disability, shorten photostress recovery times, enhance chromatic contrast, and increase visual range, how far one can see in the distance. Those are the characteristics of great vision: contrast, recovery from visual stress, adapting to distance. These are the sorts of things, accommodation, that really define great vision. Lutein and zeaxanthin within the brain might also increase temporal processing speeds, and we have a number of research studies that say just that. That in addition to it being an essential part of how the eye functions, it's an essential part of how the brain processes that visual information. American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, one dietary factor that has been shown empirically to improve chromatic contrast, glare disability and discomfort, photostress recovery, visibility, and temporal processing speeds are the carotenoids, lutein and zeaxanthin. Some, if not all, of these visual capabilities can be enhanced by increased intake of the dietary carotenoids, lutein and zeaxanthin. I mean,
wow.
And this is all recent research. Supplementing 10 milligrams lutein and 2 milligrams zeaxanthin for 6 months, here we deliver 10 and 5, led to direct improvements in glare disability that was proportional to increases in macular pigment density. A similar effect was found for photostress recovery, sometimes called flash blindness. If you go into a bright light, it's sometimes difficult to then see thereafter, like a flash bulb.
Sure.
Bright light will bleach isomerize visual photopigment. Macular pigment filters light, which prevents the breakdown of photopigment. As opposed to using external colored lenses or yellow intraocular filters, all which work very well to improve the quality of vision, increasing natural concentrations of lutein and zeaxanthin within the visual system can produce significant optical improvements without the consequence of added filtration, reducing luminance. So you don't reduce brightness, but you get all the benefits. This is because the visual system can compensate for light loss due to macular pigment filtering by increasing natural gain or neural gain. Hence, vision, even under poor lighting conditions, is not adversely affected. Indeed, lutein and zeaxanthin supplementation actually improves acuity with low light. The Journal of Ophthalmic and Vision Research, these natural blue light screening antioxidants have been associated with decreased risk of age-related changes in the retina in multiple epidemiologic studies, and their unique localization in the fovea implies a potentially important physiologic function in visual performance and in preservation of macular health. The research is a little maybe dry, but it's compelling, because originally when I introduced this product a couple of decades ago, we were talking about the long-term benefits to the systems in the eye, to the way the eye functions. What you're now reading about are absolutely clearly demonstrated benefits in how your eye functions once you start using the product. There are benefits there, and also there are benefits to the brain, which there's just great science that I read earlier today talking about the concentration of lutein and zeaxanthin. The only place it's more concentrated than in the brain is in the eye. It's very concentrated in the brain, and again, it plays a role in the brain just as it does in the eye in terms of processing that visual information, but also it's been noted in terms of cognitive processing, in terms of executive function. So it's a critical part of how the brain functions, not just the eye.
There we go. And I want to mention real quickly, if you're just stopping in, on Sunday night, we always get a lot of channel surfers. So if you're just stopping by, I wanted to share with you that this is our best buy of the day. It's our today's special. This particular product is one of Andrew's best-selling products. One time a year, we put it at an exceptional value. It's always a great everyday HSN price, but when it's the today's special, it is an exceptional value, and that will be expiring in a couple of hours. So if you're just stopping in and you haven't ordered yet, a lot of times that happens to me. I know I'm gonna order it, and then I forget, and I get off the air and it's 11 p.m. I'm like, I have to get my orders in before I forget to do it. So if you haven't remembered to do it, or if you're just now seeing this for the first time, if you were out and about today, you maybe haven't even had the chance to learn about this today's special, this is the time to order it. There are over 1,500 perfect 5-star reviews on this product on hsn.com. People absolutely all over this country love this product. People find it to be a life-changing product. You will absolutely notice the difference when you take it, and you will not want to be without it. I want to share with you real quickly what the choices are one more time. Remember, it is either a single of the Ultimate Eye Support in a 40, 120, 360, or 720, or we're doing bundles where you can get a 360 of Ultimate Eye and a 180 of the astaxanthin. We haven't talked about that in detail yet this presentation, but rest assured that is another remarkable product and ingredient that offers tremendous health benefits to us. So that is the bundle for $149.90. You're saving $90. Or the big bundle, this is what I ordered, what a lot of us are ordering, where you get the 720 and plus you get a 360 of the astaxanthin, and you are saving $210. This would be the regular price. Reminding everybody, the 720 size goes away. We do not stock this. You will not see this again for one full year. A year from now is when we will offer this again as a today's special. So that's why if you are new to the product, this is the best day to buy it. If you already know that you love it, maybe you ran out and you haven't been taking it in a while, this is the best time to stock up, to restock it. You are making an investment in this, but it's worth it. I mean, this is something that a lot of us who are dedicated to Andrew Lessman vitamins, the reason we are, and I admit it, I always joke, but I'm kind of not joking, I am probably Andrew's #1 customer. I bet I might be. I mean, I love these products. I order them religiously. I order them for my family members because I know that they work, and I believe in them. So you can see my passion for it. I love talking about it. I love working with Andrew. I've learned so much over the years about health, about wellness, about doing what we can to take care of ourselves, because there's no guarantees in this life. You know, I mean, we all have to, every day is a blessing, but if we can do what we can to take better care of ourselves, and specifically to take better care of our eyes. I mean, what have we done lately for our eyes? This is a second a day to take a capsule or two. It takes that long to take this, and the health benefits, the immediate and the long-term health benefits. I love what Andrew's saying, because originally when we introduced this, we talked more about the long-term benefits of taking good care of your eyes now, kind of like calcium, you know, that is good for your bones, and it's going to, you know, help you long-term. It
was the epidemiology. Epidemiology is those research studies, and it's really great research. I've always said I prefer epidemiology to other types of research because epidemiology shows you really what happens over large populations. And it was clear that with large populations, those in that population who consumed higher levels of lutein and zeaxanthin, the green leafy vegetables, had all sorts of health benefits, and top of that list were the health benefits to their eyes. So you see that in epidemiologic research. That was what underscored or really emphasized my search to find a source of lutein and zeaxanthin to combine in my already existing eye product, because I had an eye product going back over 25 years, but at that time there were no specific sources of pure natural lutein and zeaxanthin as we have today.
There we go.
What I was going to do is we have a telestrator over there, so we have a little cross section of the eye that I'm going to run over to.
Okay.
And
oh, good.
And it's a cross-section of the eye, just to give you an idea of the work that basically the eye has to do. So we know with our eye, the light comes forward, and it passes through the cornea. And then we have the pupil of our eye, which one of the reasons why it gets more difficult, we have problems with visual accommodation as we get older, is our pupil can only open up so much as we get older, and it doesn't let in as much light. That's why when we go to restaurants, it's sometimes harder to read menus and things as we get older. In addition to our ability to contort our lens into a position that allows us to read small print, to focus on things that are very close. So that's the structure of our lens. The lens of our eyes, sort of the first part of our eye that struggles with radiation. But the lens, like any lens, then has its job is focusing light. And it focuses light to the back of our eye, to the macula, the retina of our eye. Specifically, the macular region is the central part of our eye that's sort of the hardest working part of the eye, or that's bombarded with radiation over the course of our lifetime just in doing its simple job. And that's where the visual image is created. Then the optic nerve transmits that information to the brain, where that information is translated into a visual image that we see and that we get to interact with. What I'm always fascinated is there's all sorts of interesting visual research that if you wore glasses that inverted the world, you'd walk around for a while struggling because the world would be inverted. Eventually, your brain would correct for that inversion. So what our brain does in terms of taking the information that our eye sends, the information that the light that enters our eyes, our brain has an incredible capacity to work with our eyes to result in a perception of the world that's healthy and beneficial for us. So the eye and the brain work together to achieve the best result, which it's not surprising that not only are lutein and zeaxanthin critical compounds concentrated in the eye, especially in the most critical parts of our eye. I was saying before, the back of the eye, you have the anterior portion and the posterior portion of the eye. That's sort of where the business happens on both ends. And the posterior portion, where the retina is, where the macula is, that's where the light is concentrated, and that's where lutein and zeaxanthin have to be most concentrated to perform their optical filtration and their protective role in terms of protecting our eyes from radiation, which our eyes need radiation to create the visual images we see, but radiation in and of itself is damaging. So the eye has developed this system of concentrating lutein and zeaxanthin. We, unfortunately, in America, we've developed a diet basically devoid of lutein and zeaxanthin. So the tools that our eyes has developed over the generations for protecting themselves, an exceptional system that functions well, we no longer feed that system. We no longer provide the necessary tools. That's what this product is all about. That's why I also encourage everyone. It should serve as a reminder to incorporate green leafy vegetables, even things like peas. Since I was a kid, I've always loved pea soup. Peas are an exceptional source of lutein and zeaxanthin. Zeaxanthin is very hard to get from the diet. Lutein, from a really good green diet, lutein is readily available, pretty readily available. Zeaxanthin is still very difficult. But if all you consume is one capsule a day of this product, you are multiplying the content of lutein and zeaxanthin in your diet. If you simply consume 1 capsule twice a week, you're still multiplying the lutein and zeaxanthin in the typical American diet. I consume 2 capsules daily, sometimes only 1 if I have a lot of green leafy vegetables, and that's all you need to deliver the levels of lutein that the science says is necessary to embrace the fullness of the benefits.
You see there? So that's why whatever size, if you order a 360, do 1 a day, you're great. If you do the 720, you get to do 2 a day for a year. If you're sharing with a family member, maybe you do the 720, you each take 1 a day. However you decide to do this, I'm so happy that you're going to try this product for the first time. You are discovering an amazing, amazing eye product that will truly give you better eye health. And that's the key. You're giving your body the ingredients that it needs. And along with the great eye health, there also is profound brain health attached to this as well, which is very exciting. The astaxanthin, I ordered the bundle because if you read up about astaxanthin or listen to Andrew as he shares and educates about astaxanthin, that is another remarkable ingredient. It is one of the most important antioxidant carotenoids that we can possibly take. And that is also here bundled for you. If you get a bundle, you're basically getting that for free. I mean, that's how I look at it, because you can't even buy the big bottle, the bottle of Ultimate Eye, for the price you're getting. So it'd be like literally getting this for free. I think I have a chart that shows that.
If you're getting the 720, the 360 is not normally available.
Right.
You're basically getting 2 360s. So the astaxanthin, and astaxanthin is like lutein and zeaxanthin. If you look at their chemical structures, they look almost identical. Their bigger differences are sort of their stereoisomeric structure, their 3-dimensional structure. And things can look, you could have molecules that have virtually the same atoms composing those molecules, but they could be entirely different compounds because these different molecules can be isomers. And what I mean by isomers, that our bodies, the chemical world inside our bodies exists in 3 dimensions. So a good simplification of isomers or stereoisomers is the fact that our hands are identical, but they're basically sort of stereoisomers of one another. What I mean is that in terms of chemical reaction, if you tried to put a left-handed glove on your right hand and that was going to be the chemical reaction you sought, it's not going to work. That left-handed glove has to go on your left hand. So when you exist in a 3-dimensional world, you could have things that are identical, but they could be mirror images of one another, and then they're not going to have the same benefits or the same properties, which is a critically important part of putting together this formula, that it deliver the proper isomers.
One thing that I'm being told by our producer, Stephen, is that at this present moment, pretty much everything we have left, we're down into the hundreds. So we have yours for you if you'd like to call or log on to hsn.com. We do have the manufacturer standing by with us, thank goodness. So we hope to be able to get whatever you want, whatever you need, home to you. I wanted you to see this one chart because I think this is interesting. If you're ordering the 720 of the Ultimate Eye, it would normally be $320. Just for the Ultimate Eye. Remember, the today's special.
And mind you, that's 1 or 2 years of Ultimate Eye.
So that's what you would pay for the Ultimate Eye. And this is for the bundle. So the astaxanthin is a $160 product. That's a $160 value because you're getting, in the large bundle, you're getting 360 capsules. So you're getting a $160 product for free. And then on top of that, you're still saving a large sum off what $80 off what you would be spending to get 720 capsules of the Ultimate Eye Support. So that's why the savings is huge on this product, and that's why most of us, most people, I think, Andrew, you know, when you did this, we didn't realize that more people than we thought were going to go for that big bundle, but it makes a lot of sense. If you're not taking astaxanthin, if you do the math on it, you literally are not really paying for it. If you were buying this any other day, you would not be getting this particular value. So it's a perfect night to be shopping for this product.
But this is the most expensive, the large bundle. It's the most expensive configuration of any Today Special that I do. And I recognize that. You know, it might be 2 years of Ultimate Eye. It's certainly 1 or 2 years of Ultimate Eye and 1 year of astaxanthin. And these are the most lutein, zeaxanthin, astaxanthin. These are, and also bilberry extract. These are 4 of the most expensive ingredients you'll find in any formula of the hundreds of ingredients that we work with. So I recognize that. And that's why Ultimate Eye was really configured as it was. That is the perfect foundational eye health support formula. Astaxanthin is icing on the cake, but you shouldn't feel, if you're getting that 720 of Ultimate Eye, you shouldn't feel as though you're shortchanging yourself by not getting astaxanthin. Astaxanthin is a remarkably protective ingredient, but lutein and zeaxanthin, they actually do not take a back seat to astaxanthin in any way. They're all big. Lutein's an easy one. Zeaxanthin and astaxanthin are complicated ones. I guess after all these years, they kind of roll off my tongue a little bit too easily. But so they're complicated words, but they're actually quite simple molecules in how they go about doing what they do. What I haven't done today is I haven't really read any of the reviews. I was going to read some reviews. We have hundreds of reviews that are incredibly exciting, but whatever you choose, this is a product that I think because of the cost, our today's special is by far the most popular day. For many of our products throughout the year, they're reordered almost equivalently with the Today Special. But for this product, the best time to get it, it's where when we put this product together, it's where we save the most in getting the materials to make the product and in going about making the product. Because when we do this, we get to make obviously tens of thousands of bottles, we get to produce tens of millions of capsules, and we get to purchase those raw materials in a way that is the savings that you get to experience. But reading some of these reviews, have been taking for some time now. First, my body prefers ingesting capsules, not tablets. We do no tablets. I'll show the capsules in a moment. They're small, very small. Second, both my optometrist and ophthalmologist ask if I'm taking lutein for my eyes at annual exams. Doctors have now caught up. They understand. It's in all of the medical journals. You can't miss it. Absolutely. This product satisfies my body's requirement for capsules and my 2 doctors' recommendations for a lutein supplement. Perfect. Great product. Great product at a good price. I'm 64 and my eye doctor says my eyesight is far better than most people my age and says whatever I'm doing to keep doing it. I haven't changed my prescription on eyeglasses in many years. For most things, I don't have to even wear glasses. I think this product has a large impact on my good vision. Literally see the difference. I purchased Ultimate Eye for the 2nd time. I will not be without it for myself and my husband. We are in our mid-60s and know that time can rob you of good eyesight as we age. All our eyesight and vision will be changing. It's just a fact of living. I recently had my annual eye checkup, and before the exam, I explained that I was taking Ultimate Eye Support because it had lutein. I was so excited to hear that I'm doing the right thing for myself and my husband by taking the Ultimate Eye Support every day, and we will continue to do so. Andrew, please continue with your sincere dedication to make products that do make a difference. Excellent. Has improved my eyes tremendously. I shared this product with my parents, and they both got great reviews from their eye doctor. For me, my eyes adjust better and faster to the darkness and itch less. Mine too. Thanks from Mimi in Florida. Good for aging eyes. My eye doctor told me that vitamins are a good thing for aging eyes. I've been taking these for over a year now and will continue to take them in the hope of reducing any loss or blurring of my vision that goes with aging, from Joni in Florida. Came back for more. My yearly eye exam was a week ago. My doctor told me my eyes were better. I received a new prescription for lenses. Every year they change for the worse. This year, for the better. I came directly home and ordered more. Isn't that amazing? More. Thank you for this product. That's fantastic. Healthy eyes. It's very funny. I think in the reviews here, almost 400 times the word love was used. I believe it. Healthy eyes. I've been taking these for a few months now and just saw my eye doctor today, and my eyes look really good inside. I had a case of dry eyes a few months back that was bothering me. I take the Ultimate Eye Support along with several other vitamins of Andrew's. I won't buy junk vitamins for my body. At least I know Andrew Lessman's vitamins are doing some good for my body, and they're all natural. There's no additives. They may cost a little more, but I know I'm getting the best for my body. 5 stars for Andrew Lessman. Excellent. Nice. Great product. I'm so glad I tried the Ultimate Eye Support. I showed the product to my doctor, and after reading the ingredients, he said he really liked it. I'm 74, and my eyesight has improved since taking this product. I take 2 capsules a day and have for the past 3 years. Thank you, Andrew, for this great product. We'll do one more. Nice, Elaine. Excellent per my ophthalmologist. I showed this to my ophthalmologist and he said, wonderful, excellent. I've been using this product for a few years. I was told I had cataracts about 9 years ago and they haven't gotten any worse over the years. I only wear glasses for reading and am 76 years old. I would not go without taking this vitamin. I feel it is the right food for the eyes. I take several of Andrew's products. I appreciate the fact that they're all natural and have no additives. And just, well, I have some reviews I'll read maybe a little bit later. But this is not for treating pathology or diseases or problems of the eye. To the extent we have problems with our eyes, I think that just underscores the need for us to make sure our eyes get the nutrition they require. But the things we read about, whether it's adapting to night vision better, adapting to bright light and glare better, whether it's dealing with dry eyes better, or things like floaters better, just the normal changes we occur as our body ages and doesn't quite cooperate with us the way it did in the past, that's what healthy nutrition for the eyes can provide. And hopefully this product is not your standalone approach to your eye health, but hopefully in recognizing that what makes our eyes healthier are things like omega-3 fatty acids, things like green leafy vegetables, the lutein and zeaxanthin present in them, and also things like the purple berries, blueberries, bilberry, even if it's a matter of using blueberry jam or things like that, that makes a difference.
You see there, and I love hearing those reviews. That's just a snippet. There's over 1,500 reviews like that. People are so impressed that this product delivers benefits that you notice, that you will see, and that doctors are seeing, eye doctors are seeing all over this country. So you have a chance to try it for yourself. For those of us who take it at my age, the fact that I don't have to wear glasses, I've not had LASIK surgery, I don't wear glasses, I can still pass my driver's test, that crazy little driver's test, I can still pass that, and I think at my age, it's remarkable, but I've been taking this product a long time, for over 20 years. Now, recently, it's so funny, about a week after I became a grandma, I'm not even kidding you, I suddenly had to start wearing readers. I have not worn readers, and again, at my age, I've not worn readers well into my 50s, and then a week after I became a grandma, I'm like, what's going on? I actually now need my readers.
We might be alarmed by the fact that we need reading glasses. At some people it's in the 40s, some people's in the 50s, but it's actually a normal change. I talked about it briefly before. It's a combination of changes. One thing that happens as we get older, our pupil doesn't tend to open up as large, so we don't get as much light into our eye in darker situations. Also, when we're reading things that are up close, our lens has to find itself in a position that the analogy I've often given, because it's controlled by muscles, our lens, like a lens in a camera, moves up and back. The lens of our eyes doesn't move up and back. The lens of our eye is going to be extended and distended, sort of constricted. So when our lens, it's like stretching a rubber band over and over and over, it eventually loses a bit of that resiliency, like so many other systems in our body. So when it comes to being able to focus on things that are very, very close and having enough light come in to be able to accommodate those close visual situations, there's a certain point in our life where we sort of lose that. Yeah. We have a chart here that I show that, and it's kind of interesting. If you look at the age of about, what's interesting, I think about the age 13, the human eye reaches its its adult size at the age of, say, 12 or 13. Here, this is age 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28. And what we're looking at here is our ability to accommodate, and that's our ability to accommodate in terms of focus, in terms of that close focus. And accommodation, the accommodation is measured in diopters of focus, and here, the maximum accommodation is 14 when we're little children. As we get older, we lose our ability to accommodate. Obviously, it really doesn't become sort of symptomatic. It doesn't become apparent to us, probably until we're in about our 40s, but you can see it plummets pretty severely, and then it gets really steep right around 44. And then by the time we're in our early 50s, we basically have reached sort of the bottom of the line. Yeah, we have reached the point where we've bottomed out in terms of our ability to accommodate. But it's again, it's not pathology. It's not a disease process. It's a normal process of age-related change in the eyes. And that's what we talk about with these ingredients. To the extent we give our eyes the ingredients necessary to protect itself better from those age-related changes, and also to foster healthy vision throughout the ages, whether you're in some of the research we were reading, whether you're 25 or 35, they observe better vision at young ages. This is not just something that delivers improved vision as you get older. So these ingredients represent just an integral part, an essential part of the visual system, how our eyes work today and how they protect themselves over the course of a lifetime. So you benefit with the quality of your vision today, and you benefit by helping to promote the health of your eyes in the future.
And I do want to remind everybody, if you're stopping in for the first time to see this, there's a little more than an hour left in this show, and this is the last show of the year for you to get this product at a value that we're offering. It won't happen again until next year at this time. So this is your chance. If you go to your computer, log on, pick whatever you'd like. You can get just the Ultimate Eye, you can get the bundles, whatever works for you. If you want to order astaxanthin as a single, you can do that as well. So Andrew has put this together in such a way that you can do a small try me size, you can do a 360 and just take one a day. You can do the 720 on its own and take 2 a day for a year. You can get the big bundle if you want to do that. You can take 2 a day, plus you get your astaxanthin for a whole year's supply. So there's lots of choices here. There's lots of ways to do this, and it's as affordable as it's ever been. It has never been more affordable. And again, we're talking about the most expensive of all of the ingredients. But when you hear the benefits, and this is not pie in the sky. These are real benefits with real research behind them, and those are real people that are sharing their experiences where they actually are seeing a difference both in how their eyes feel, in the way in their vision, and also what their ophthalmologists are saying when they're going in for their yearly eye tests. So it's pretty exciting. I mean, you can try it for yourself. That's what I love about, you know, this working for HSN. Everything comes with a guarantee. This is a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. So get it home, get started on it, and then you can be your own judge.
And I encourage you to show it to your optometrist, your ophthalmologist, your optician. They will be impressed. They will be thrilled, as we've read in many of the reviews. They're going to order the product themselves. That this is a product that delivers ingredients. If you look back when I first introduced lutein, you're getting more carotenoids today in one capsule than you were getting in 2 capsules 20 years ago. And it's costing you less per capsule today. So despite the fact that this contains some of the most expensive ingredients we have in any of our formulas, it still is only about 20 cents a capsule. And again, whether you take 1 or 2 capsules, you're still multiplying the levels of lutein and zeaxanthin, because the typical diet, the typical American is lucky to get 1 or 2 milligrams per day. Lucky to get 1 or 2 milligrams per day of lutein and zeaxanthin on average. And so many Americans get absolutely 0 lutein and zeaxanthin on a daily basis, absolutely 0. It's frightening when you know the role that they play in the optical system, and you know that our body can't produce them. You wouldn't want to be caught short. And even if it just meant you had 1 capsule a day, say when you're having ample amounts of vegetables, or maybe no capsules when you're having ample amounts of green leafy vegetables, and you reserve this for the days when you know you haven't, that you use this as, say, an intelligent dietary supplement, that would be a great way to use the product. As I said before, at 1 or 2 capsules per day, this is an incredible product. Even at 2 capsules per week, an incredible product. If you consider the levels of lutein and zeaxanthin we get to start with, even 2 capsules per week is multiplying the levels of zeaxanthin we get that week.
And with over 42,000 spoken for, yours is still here. It's not sold out yet. We are down into the hundreds in all these choices. 40, 120, 360, 720, or go for the bundles, the large bundle or the medium-sized bundle. All still available at this stage of the game. Would love to encourage you to give us a call, but we have a lot more that we want to squeeze into our final show of the day.
Yeah, we'll do one more brief airing, probably 20 minutes or so at the end of the next hour.
Very good.
And then it goes back to standard pricing, but it will remain till midnight. Whatever inventory remains, it will remain at the Today Special pricing.
Excellent. Well, we're going to head over because we have a very special monthly special from Andrew Lessman, and it's interesting because this has become not